You know, it really is a simple type of joy to be able to take your Minecraft world and make it beautiful with the easiest of decorations. Hey, what's going on, guys? That's my feet. Log.zip here, and welcome to a different type of video. I felt inspired. With the recent Minecraft 1.9 update, there have been changes to the way you can decorate your Minecraft world. And you can do a lot of really fun things, such as what you're seeing before your very eyes. Using changes to pre-existing items in Minecraft, as well as new item additions that come from Minecraft 1.9, I have assembled 15 different tricks that you can use to improve your Minecraft 1.9 world when they come out, and, you know, possibly grab some inspiration for your current Minecraft 1.8 or older worlds. Most things will require 1.9 in order for you to do, but we have a lot of different things here that I felt like showing off to you. First of all, we have a lovely little garden terrace. We have ourselves a little line system set up. Maybe get ourselves some nice cotton candy. Hello there, Mr. Cotton Candy guy. Who asked you anyways? We have over here a lovely little pen for our man's best friend animal known as the dog. We have simple fans that you can add to one of your tables. A nice pool slash jacuzzi system should you want to get down and dirty. And by dirty, I mean wet. I don't know why. Shut up. Anyways, we've got some awesome chairs that you can be able to add to your patios and just spice things up, both regular chairs and, I don't know. I thought I was trying to make a wheelchair. I thought this kind of looked like a wheelchair. So, you know, got to be fair to everybody. You know what I mean? We have a nice barbecue over here, some more patio furniture, cool little lighting system, maybe just a bath, a mini sauna, whatever you want to call it. We've got a really sweet stair system we have over here, some creeper decorations. We got a lot of stuff we're going to be covering. Check it out. Tell me that ain't clever. That's some good stuff. Now, there are other authors involved that were grabbed inspiration from. That doesn't make too much sense, but you know what I mean. And all the usernames are going to be found in the description of this video. Big thank you to those that gave me ideas for some of these things. A lot of them are my own, but I figured, hey, some of these are really neat. That's right. Your eyes do not deceive you. I can't talk right now, man. We just climbed up fence, trapdoor, ladder combo thing, whatever. And honestly, just get this. This is going to be a good time, guys. So, we have the 15, as I told you, different items that I'm going to show you how to build in this short but fun video. I do hope you enjoyed this video. It took a long time to get all these things put together, to be honest. So if you do enjoy this and you want to see more fun little lists like this, whoa, in your Minecraft world, then it would mean so much to me if you could drop a like rating on the video. Like I said, if you want to see more stuff like this, then I will bring more stuff like this to the table. Oh yeah, and thanks for subscribing. You're beautiful. Anyways, the two main blocks we're going to be working with today are the new end rods, and of course we have our trapdoors. We got the iron trapdoor, the wooden trapdoor, and the end rod. This is going to be the basis for most of the things in this video. Obviously, it's going to require Minecraft 1.9, but, you know, there's some people that just like to beautify, even in the snapshot, so I figured let's not leave them out. Basically, trapdoors do not need to be placed against any blocks anymore. For example, look. You ready for this? We can just keep stacking. We can just keep stacking the trapdoors. Just over and over. Is it? You picking up what I'm putting down? And you can even do this. That's right, you can make full-blown giant towers of trapdoors. Now, iron ones a little bit differently because iron ones obviously need to be powered with redstone, and the moment they are unpowered for whatever reason, they will revert back to their flattened shape. So a lot of these things will require you to either be a little bit sneaky with how you handle them, or simply use wooden ones. So, basically, whatever you place a trapdoor on now, it will now cling to as if that was the hinge. For example, these have all clinged to this block. They are all now the hinge. If you just place this down, it's always going to hinge in this general direction, which is going to be looking towards south. It will always go south. If it's not attached to anything, it will always go south. So, that is just something to keep in mind. Now that you understand that factor, we can go ahead with this list. So the first thing you have here is going to be, you know, something like a little, look good in a garden, a little terrace, if you will. Something you might see in the big walled gardens in the fancy garden movies or what have you. Basically, you know, normally vines will go around it, but I think it looks really good in a nice garden-like area. Maybe have it go on a nice path through a forest or something. Again, this is basically just with fences, or not fences, excuse me, trapdoors. Worst guy. And it's quite simple. All you do is stack two on each other just like that. and you already have the base here. Now, you can opt to have the trapdoors real close to your head. Don't think that that looks nearly as good. Alternatively, you can place them as you saw, and then just place a couple more right on top. So if you look here, you'll see they connect with a solid hard end. If you do it like this instead, you'll have a little bit of a chunk missing, if you will. I think the rounded look looks a lot better than the straightforward, like, oh my gosh, super close to you. Now this is going to be a little harder because you'll notice if you do it right here, obviously it's off a little bit, but if you do it right here, you'll also see that it is not rounded off on this side. So remember, now that you know how trapdoors work, you have to remember that it works off of whatever it would be hinged to. Since you're placing something here and it always hinges south, it'd be facing that way. But if you place a block right here and then place your new trapdoor right here on this one's hinge, oops, on this one's hinge, it's going to allow it to move that way instead of this way. You see what I mean? So place the block kind of adjacent to wherever you want it to be, like this, and works the same when moving upwards. You have to have something to base it with the hinge. So that is how you make a fun and simple little garden terrace. You can even be so bold as to have it wrap around completely. Next thing is simple enough here. It's literally just a fan. It's supposed to be a fan, like, you know, put the fan on, get some air, splash it in your face. All it requires is a lever and an iron trap door. You could have a wood one. I don't know how that would look necessarily. The other thing is the fan is always going to be facing north, just simply based off of how the redstone works. So you place your trap door down, you place the lever down right behind it, make sure it's facing the right way, obviously, and you turn it on. Now you got a little fan. Probably look better if it was sitting on a table instead of on the ground. But who asked you anyways? Number 3 on this list is a simple little cotton candy stand that I thought I'd make. We have our villager friend here who just really has no interest in serving us whatsoever. Come on, man. Was it something I said? All the same, we basically just have a couple end rods here, kind of trying to make up a little bit of a kiosk where you might buy said cotton candy. And then what we have here is actually the chorus plant. Now, normally you could only plant chorus plants and chorus fruits on top of either, I know it's definitely endstone, it might also be soul sand. Let's see. No, it looks like not. So you can place it on endstone, both the chorus plant and the chorus flower, but you cannot place it on any other blocks. So that being said, it's kind of difficult to get this right. You have to use a little bit of a set block to get your cotton candy. So basically, press F3, look at your end rod here, and you'll see right here it says looking at, you know, right there. And so what you'll do is you'll grab that coordinate, you'll type in set block space the first coordinate, which is 292 in this case, the second coordinate plus 1, so 65 in this case be 66, and then the final coordinate, which is negative 760. So basically, look at the end rod, and then whatever your coordinates are, add 1 to the middle number, aka the Y. Now, we have a chorus plant here. I'm going to throw on a chorus flower. Chorus flower. And you can see you now have 2 fun little looking cotton candy pieces. Now, the chorus flower is going to be a lot more obnoxious and huge, albeit a little tastier and probably a lot worse for you. And then you have the chorus plant over here. Good sweets to add to your world. Just don't blame me for cavities, okay? Number 4 over here is for man's best friend. It could be simple enough, isn't that right, pup? They never speak when I want them to. Whatever. So this one is simple enough. We only have here a carpet that is different from our normal amount of fences. You could even technically use a trapdoor for all of this. And yes, I know I keep calling the trapdoors fences. Just lay off me, man. So basically, just for sake of ease, we'll use a block. Place a block somewhere. That is going to be where the dog is eventually going to sit. And then again, with the hinges, go ahead and place it all around the side of this block. And then place one right on top, just like that. All of a sudden, you now have 4. Now, you can open the top, break this block, and then just choose whichever way you want the opening to be. You can leave this on if you want. Alternatively, you can just break it, and then you can add a carpet color of your choice. And now, you've got a nice place to put your cat or dog. It couldn't be any simpler than that. Alternatively, you could use an iron trap door, and this is how the rest of these iron doors that I have positioned certain ways are working. But essentially, you need to hide it for a lot of these things. So, for example, if you wanted a dog door house, cat door house made of iron, well, you'd have to be a little bit more clever about it. So basically, you need to be powering these trapdoors, and you want to do it without them knowing that they're being powered. So break 2 blocks underneath the trapdoor. Just place a redstone torch down, just like that. And then make sure that wherever you are placing this, you'll go ahead and reconceal right after. So you can see here, pretty simple. Just make sure you hide it all. Get rid of the evidence afterwards. And it's just going to make the entire experience a lot more simple for you. Now, the one on top need not really do anything. From here, again, you just choose where you want the opening to be. You can add a carpet if you wish. And now you have an awesome iron trapdoor dog or cat house. And I think this looks much better with the black carpet. Now, number 5 is the pool and jacuzzi combo here. Now, the jacuzzi can be done already in terms of the smoke, and I'll show you how to do that. But the pool works in a similar way to what you saw over here. Essentially, we're going to build this above just so it's a little bit easier for you to understand what's going on. So we're going to do it just like this. Let's say you want to make your pool. We'll just make the pool this size for the time being. Boom, 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 boom. Essentially, you're going to want to place down all the block area where you want the pool to be residing, just like this. So actually we'll do it right in the middle here. And then once you have those set down, go ahead and once again on the hinges of the block, or excuse me, of the inside blocks, place your trap doors. Now again, you can just do this with wood similar to the jacuzzi and you don't have to worry about any of this. But from here, you would just line the torches underneath. Again, this would be concealed under the grass example. And now, all you do is break these blocks, just like that. Fill this baby up with water, and you got a nice, fun-sized pool, or whatever size pool you want to do. Now, if you want to know how I'm making the smoke underneath this jacuzzi, well, it's very simple. I have some netherrack that is lit on fire, and then above the fire, we have ourselves the end stone, I guess, we're going to place here now. And then I fill it up with water, and you now have a jacuzzi, as well as a pool. Number 6 on our list is simply chairs. Basically start off with what you had with the dog friend over there, except instead of breaking this block right away, go ahead and place another block on top of it, and then put a second trapdoor. See, you'd have this, for example, if you were trying to make the doghouse. Place another trapdoor wherever you want the top part of the chair to be against this second block on top. Go ahead and place it up like that, and now you can break both blocks. You can either have this block here, except, well, rather right here, and you can have an actual wooden area you sit in, or you could just not have it at all, or again, you could add carpets. Whatever you want to do. I think it might look nice with a nice white carpet or a red carpet. Kind of looks like it's a reclining chair. Now this I just thought was kind of similar to a wheelchair, and I know that there's probably many of you guys that are in wheelchairs, and I figured, hey, this would be awesome to add to your Minecraft world. Again, using the tricks with the redstone torches, we've got some hidden redstone torches underneath here, powering these trapdoors so they work up, and then really, I just had a trapdoor here, and then I put an iron one right on top, just like that. Of course, you got a half slab here. You can choose the seat color of your choice. You do other color half slabs if you wanted to. Maybe you want to get a nice purple one. Oops. And then you would put a carpet color down, or not. This could just be it as well. I kind of put the black carpet there because it kind of looks like where you rest your feet on the wheelchair. So there you have it. Nice and simple, fun to do. Number 7 here is kind of like a barbecue outside. Maybe you want to, you know, throw some steaks. Where's the steak? You want to throw some steaks up on top here, get things grilling off. Okay, well, all the steaks could be ruined because it was on the ground. And then obviously you just go ahead and light this baby up, and you got your steaks grilling just like that. It could not be any simpler. All I went ahead and did was place down trapdoors, and you'll see here, boom. You can just place the trapdoor on the top there. You can place it against the top hinge, and then you really don't have to do anything. And then once again, to place the other hinge here, you could do this. However, you need to make sure there's actually a secret lever right here that is powering this and keeping it in place. So if you want to make a barbecue, kind of put it against the back of a wall, or alternatively put it right next to the back of a wall, and you can see instead we had a wall right here, for example. Just place this right against the top, and then if you really wanted to, you could try and conceal a way to power and hide this lever instead. Not too bad. Number 8 is the fun staircases you can do with the end rods. these are workable staircases. You can actually climb up these without needing to jump at all, and they provide an awesome look to any houses. Imagine you really only need one of these on the side, and you have these crazy futuristic looking stairs that you just jump up a rod slab, rod slab, rod slab, just like that. Alternatively, you can instead go for more traditional looking stairs with respect to width, and this will work just as well. Staircases that actually work. Now on the way down is a little bit bumpy, but that's okay, because you got sweet looking stairs. The reason I went ahead and separated the stairs was so that you could use it to walk right on in, so I could show you number 9, which is nice and simple. It's just a little flower plant pot, you know? We've got the trapdoors that are powered so that they are remaining in an upward state, with the end stone being concealed mostly by the trapdoors, and then you've got some simple chorus plants. You can again plant some chorus flowers here as well, although if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I'm not mistaken, they'll turn into plants regardless. But it looks really nice. Obviously there's a lot of purple going on here, but if you were to choose the color schemes properly, you could probably have a really nice purple looking plant in your homes. Now this is just fun lighting, this isn't anything special. But what we have in here is the bathroom. First thing I want to show you at number 10 is a simple sink. Kind of similar to the pools with respect to it's just trapdoors, but you can store the water in here, and then something as easy as a lever to act as if it is the faucet. But that's not the cool thing. The cool thing is what we have right over here, which is number 11. And this is the shower. We got the drippy water coming down because the shower was just recently used. We have a little bit of a towel rack. Now the towel rack is not going to work in conjunction with the trap doors here because it is not considered a full block, therefore you cannot technically place the banner on top, and the banner is really how you get the illusion. But you could instead place down some stair blocks like this, grab the banner, and once again you can now place it here, and it will kind of look like it is attached to your little shower rack curtain thing. You know what I'm talking about. It ain't a stretch. Come on, just work with me. You could also throw some water in here if you really wanted to. Look like the bath is already running. And, you know, black towel, not my choice of towel. There's better towel options. For example, there's nothing I like more than a nice pink towel for my bathroom. And I'm breaking everything. Much better. Now, number 12 is probably one of my favorites. It's going to allow you to really change up how you are used to having your ladders in your Minecraft 1.9, I guess in this case, but eventually in all your worlds. So what we have here is a bunch of beautiful colored things in my hotbar. What we have here is a new ladder. This actually works. Now, I believe it was Grum changed the way hitboxes work on trapdoors, which is what allows all of this to work first of all. Now, second of all, it also has a weird behavior where it now acts as ladders. You can, in fact, climb this. And not only that, but you can kind of sneak off it as well, just like a normal ladder. You can climb up and down it with ease. There's literally no difference in using these ladders. Super, super useful. So that, I don't want to give away what we have over there. Not just yet. I'm just kidding. We'll show you right now. Number 13 is really fun. We're going to need to be in game mode 0 for this, though. Now, this one, technically, you'd have to do in creative mode. I guess, really, technically, you wouldn't have to do it in creative mode. You can, in theory, move a shulker using pistons and a flying machine to the overworld. But realistically speaking, you ain't gonna get no shulkers in your overworld. So you'd have to use a creative mode, spawn egg, this and that, what have you, to make a fun little elevator I have here. And the beacon is number 14 as well. But essentially, stained glass has been changed where if it is not touching any other adjacent blocks, it is literally just a straight line. But what we have here is a dispenser filled with some splash potions of regeneration. And upon stepping on it, you'll get some nice regen, and our shulker friends, which we have placed in the walls of this little elevator chute, will slowly push you all the way back up. We have our regeneration slowly healing. So it is not without damage that you go and use this elevator. But you just have a nice little fall off area where you can't get knocked out any longer. Wait for your levitation effect to roll out, and your regeneration should have you back up to full health by the time you reach the top. Obviously, depending on how long your elevator is, that is going to vary a little bit. Now, like I said, in terms of what we have going on here, this is just a beacon, and this beacon contains a series of different colored stained glass. You see, we're getting all these different colors that we used as part of our master plan. We've got some that, you know, have a nice transition effect from purple to white, kind of going with the whole theme. Maybe you want to go rainbow. You now can do this and conceal the stained glass within the beacon light itself, which is awesome. Here's what I mean. You place down a stained glass in 1.9. This is now what it looks like. You can even be so far as to stack it on top of each other. Now, the moment you've got ones on the side here, that is when it will begin to connect. But until you do that, they will be adjacent just like this. The final trick here is simple enough. If you'll notice, the per blocks, as they are called, appear to be made up of a series of smaller blocks. You see, this one looks like it is made up of 8 smaller blocks. Now, you can use this to your advantage when building to do some really fun stuff. For example, we've made a creeper here. Now, obviously, this is not new. This is not a new thing, but I believe that having the nice cubes here, the smaller cubes, really reinforces that this could legitimately look like it was built with smaller cubes as opposed to the other staircase blocks that don't have the same separation lines. So you can make yourself a creeper by having a simple 1, 2, 3 by 3 area here, and we'll make it right below here. In the top left and top right, go ahead and break those blocks. Leave this center guy here. Leave him there. You can break this dude right in the middle and leave this center guy as well in the bottom here. Now break down here. These two, grab some staircase blocks, place them right there, place another right there, and then place staircase blocks right there and right there. And you now have made a creeper face. Ignore the flowers. Creeper face. Simple enough to do. Can't be mad about it. I'm ruining my lovely home. Alternatively, if we make our way back up to the top of the elevator here, you can find a cool little diamond design that, again, not something that is new to this, but really I think the whole small block theory ties it all together. Now, if you really fin for a number 15, I could say, look, you can make fences now. Look, you can make lines now. Look, you can make cool beacon-looking pyramids now. But all the same, I think you guys get the point. Minecraft 1.9 contains a lot of fun ways to build and enhance your Minecraft world using awesome decorations, so I do hope you enjoyed this list of 15 things. I do hope you find some inspiration from some of these creations like I did from those that I saw inspiration from as well. So big thank you to everybody who inspired me to make things such as the staircases or the shulker elevator. All the names of people I grabbed inspiration from are going to be in the description of this video as well. So big thank you. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more lists of Minecraft things on the channel, do make sure you drop a like rating on the video. I spent a long time working on this, so I want to know that this is what you want to see. If that is the case, then it would be much appreciated if you left me that like. Okay, so what do you want? Thanks for subscribing for future Minecraft content. All the same, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you later.